Peace. How y'all doing, family? This is the completest concrete. I'm just gonna talk about the series Black Sands, The Seven Kingdoms. It's a great series. It's been out for about 2, maybe 3 years now. I've been following it since its beginning, and I love it.
The earth was ran by the
Let's
ancients.
get into this.
Ra, he was the first mortal king, but back then, mortals could have abilities as gods or godlike. So, yeah, they were at war for a very long time. Very, very long, man. So, it's crazy because these armies, they was just non-stop battling, and it really wasn't even them. It's just the powers that be that are the antagonists, which we call the ancients. So we needed these heroes. So we are about to go to the kingdom of Kush with King Epidemic. Asar and Bess is just like their grandfathers, Ra and Epidemic. It's on site, and they do it for fun, man. They love each other for real, and that's the beauty of it. So Epidemic, he was like, man, y'all better chill out in my fucking kingdom. Take that shit outside. So they went outside to the training grounds, man. Asar and Bess about to get that chunk in, but first, Bess wanted to know all their powers, man, and how they've improved since the last time they met. So first, Set, he goes up and he explains his powers, man. He goes on to explain his abilities. Now, Set, he has vitiligo. And in his nation, they looked at it as a curse. So that brought a lot of rage and anger inside of him and helped his abilities in the future, for real. Set's basic power is the power of the sands, the power of the earth. But his hacks is that he can look into the eyes of anybody he wants, and he can make them see or even make them feel or experience anything that he thinks or feels. If you think about it, it's a very, very crazy ability. You just have to read it to find out more. But Offset, she can't even control her powers. She has the power of nature. But when she lets loose, man, she can really cause chaos to the entire planet if she really wanted to. It's that extreme. Like, the only one that can control her is her brother Asar. And crazy enough, Nu was the one that had to save the day, because while they were showing off their powers, Aset, she couldn't control it. She almost killed everybody. So Nu had to be the one to knock her out unconscious for her to stop, because she can't stop herself, and Asar was injured trying to stop her. So, and we have to understand, Nu is the mother of Asar and Aset. So she is formidable in herself. And then we're going to end up getting to the final page, and that is when Bess and Asar chunk it out. Man, this is such a good read, man. I can't wait until I get to that video when I show you the fight between Asar and Aset. Now we are down to the Rumble in Kerma, where Asar fights Bess. Man, these little niggas got definitely a little rivalry, just like Ra and Epidemic. But like Epidemic said, you know what I'm saying, it's in men's nature, to have competition. And back then, they battled it out. And now we here. Bess beating his drum, doing the ritual. They stretching, they powering up. Let the work commence. I'm ready to get this chunk in. But remember, I told you that they've been beefing since they were kids. So last time they fought, Asar lost. And he, been going through gruesome training with his father and his grandfather, for this day to be better than Bess. You can see he's saying not again. And you got to remember, too, that Ra is his grandfather. He is instilling in him that you have to be perfect. To be Pharaoh, you have to be perfect. You have to have success. You cannot be anything less. And that's just how it is. And he basically, when he found out that he lost to Bess, he smacked him up and said, if you lose again, you going to see what an ass whooping really is. So he remembering this. The training that he been going through had to have been elite, because Bess definitely was underestimating him, because he would beat his ass the first time. And you see his technique done got better. He got him in a grappling hook, slammed his ass on his neck, started beating his ass. But Bess, man, he really is no pushover. Don't sleep. He's the son of Epidemic, man, the son of Kush. So at the end of the day, he gonna get his chunk in. You gonna feel him too. You ain't just gonna beat his ass. And remember, in the last video I showed you that they were showing each other all their techniques that they did. So Bess, he ain't even showed him, but he hit him with a new technique called compression wave. That shit blew Asar's shit back. But at the end of the day, it caught him off guard. You know what I'm saying? He got a couple hits in off this. Knocked his ass in the air. But like I said, Asar is very tactical. He knows how to use his power and his abilities to his advantage. So Bess hit him with the compression wave one more time. He got him, but little did he know, Asar grabbed his ass by that motherfucking helmet, and he was like, hey, so, enforcement, mountain, strike, boom! That strike knocked Bess' ass straight into the Kush Kingdom. Destroyed it, for real. They didn't destroy it, but destroyed that tower. But it knocked Asar straight into the city. And since everybody saw the fight and watched it, they seen the destruction, now knew it, Gotta come down and help Asar up out of there and pay for all the damages. They gonna go right back to the kingdom. But they was there originally just because the kingdom of Kush and the kingdom of Kemet had to have a meeting. So they weren't even there for the fight. But it just happened to happen that way. And this is the king of Sumer. And that is the immortals or gods of this of the world right now, the ancients, who Ra were fighting. But they're in hiding right now and they're planning to take over the world again. So, Ra is talking to Asar and he like, did you win? He was like, yeah, I won. He's still knocked out. And Ra was like, good. But Asar don't know what his path is gonna take him, man. His grandfather telling him to rule with a rod and a staff, with a hard fist. His dad telling him to rule with peace and integrity. You've been cooling with The Completist, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please subscribe to my YouTube, The Completist. Peace.